Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com, the only community where you get guided assistance to invest in stock market, bonds, mutual funds, fixed deposit, and all kinds of insurance. If you are not a part of this amazing community yet, visit our website mpiinvest.com to join the free investment community. Coming to stock market, the Nifty, in fact, closed last week at 15,699. Which is just at the resistance, which was 15,700. But a lot of things have changed of late, which we discussed in the meeting yesterday. And for those who missed the meeting yesterday, of course, after the market closed in India on Friday, the US market rallied and was up more than 3%. Yes, Nasdaq was up more than 3% at 3.34%, S&P 500 was up 3.06%, and Dow Jones was up 2.68%. So that global positivity is actually getting the Nifty also powered up, and we are going to see a big gap up opening today. Yes, I will talk about it a little later, but before that, quickly coming to crude oil prices. Crude oil prices are kind of, are staying within the 110 to 112 range. So it is right now, it is trading at $112.9 a barrel as of today. Now, something that we need to understand is this, like I told you in the meeting yesterday, the price going down, or the crude oil price going down, is only fear of the recession and not because of the demand supply balance. So we actually need to wait for the demand supply balance to come in the crude oil, and that is when India can actually be profitable out of it. But as of now, if you look at, there are really some good news coming in, because RBI has just come out and said that as per their latest report, net profits in the manufacturing companies have surged by almost 50% during 21-22 in spite of the input cost going up. Isn't that great? In spite of the input cost going up, the net profits of manufacturing companies have actually surged by 50%. And that's exactly why the Indian companies are not facing the pinch of the interest rate hike. In fact, this is what we discussed in detail in the meeting as well. So I am sure you know what exactly it is. So not only that, there is also a positive side for the IT sector, because they say net profit also increased for the IT sector in spite of the cost going high in terms of manpower cost. So that is something really good, and this is something that can actually give positivity to the market. But will this sustain the selling by FIIs is something that we need to look at, because since the market is opening at a big gap up today, if the FIIs think of selling more, things can actually get dangerous as well. So that's something that we need to look out for. But otherwise, there are positive cues coming out in the Indian market which can actually help support the market. If that was not enough, even I forgot to mention this yesterday in the meeting, Accenture results. Yes, so for members who are new, Accenture results are the first IT results that comes in the US, and this actually leads kind of a benchmark for the entire IT sector. So this came in last week, and the results were actually better than expectation. And markets are kind of taking it positive. That's exactly why we can see the IT sector also going up. But there is also a good bad news there. That is, they are forecasting a slightly negative quarter in the next quarter because of all the inflation jitters that's going across the globe. So also the dollar value going up is not a great thing for the IT companies in the US, which is actually having some impact, because like I told you, in India, when the US dollar value goes up in India, we are kind of getting more profits, because the same IT companies which sell in dollars to the US would be getting higher remuneration in Indian rupees for the same dollars. But this is not, this is the other way around for the US companies, and that's exactly why Accenture is also kind of feeling that pinch. But however, coming to India, like we discussed, Infosys is something that can be watched out. After all the great results that they've been doing, they have had one of the most profitable and productive years in last 11 years, which is something great. And as they've extended the term for Salil Parekh, the CEO and MD of the company, this is going to be a positive for the Infosys company today. They've also declared a total dividend of 31 rupees per share for this year. So that's something good. So apart from that, we could also see Axis Bank and News, because they've reappointed Rajiv Anand as their deputy managing director for next 3 years. So that is something again new. That's good, because like I've been telling you, whenever a new person is coming to the system, things can actually go wrong for some time. but since a already experienced person is continuing for a longer time, this can be seen as a positive side. Welspun Corporation is again in news. We are already all holding some goods holding in this company, and they're in news because they've again bagged various orders for almost 600 crores from India, US, and across the oil and gas sector. So that's something really good. And apart from that, Zomato is in news because they've approved the acquisition of instant grocery startup Blinkit, right, which was earlier known as Grofers, for 4,447 crores in an all-stock deal. In fact, if you look at the valuation, the Grofers were actually valued at $1 billion last year, and this is right now done. The deal is done at 40% discount of what the valuation is. So that's something good for Zomato, and we could probably see Zomato stocks in some moment. It is always probably a good opportunity to add Zomato in a small manner, though not a big part of your portfolio, to look at a long-term perspective. Apart from that, we could see Maruti Suzuki in news again because they've actually come out and said that they are collaborating with Toyota to launch SUV in Indian market. So they are going to come up with a rival for the Hyundai Creta. In fact, I'm sure you must be aware that Hyundai Creta is one of the best-selling models in that segment. So if Maruti and Toyota collaborate and get a SUV in the same segment, that could actually be positive for Maruti as well. So that's something that can be looked out for. Naturally, auto sector have been looking good of late, and now with this month ending and the new auto sales data coming, this week we will have focus on the auto sector as well. Coming to the stock market, Nifty today, since the market actually, yes, so I was talking to you about the big gap up opening. I'm sure most of you are waiting to know that. Yes, we are expecting a very, very big gap up opening close to 15,900. Yes. So if at all it opens close to 15,900, the two major resistance 15,700 and 15,800 is broken. And if at all it takes some support at 15,900 after initial fall also, probably we could see some recovery in the market. But then the major resistance would be on the 16,000 side. But if at all FIS think that okay, it's Nifty has opened at such a big gap up, let us book some profits. If they think of that, then we could see some major sell-off coming in the second half of the day. And if that happens, again 15,700 would be the next support that needs to be looked at. And if that is broken, 15,400. And of course, I am not expecting 15,400 to be broken today. So let's see how things go. Based on that, we will also plan our trades in the Gold Club as well. So I am looking forward to a profitable day and a profitable week ahead. But like I told you, I am reducing my position sizes because of the kind of uncertainty that we are having in the market, just to stay safe during the volatile market. So before we leave, do press the like button if you love the content that we share with, and do share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us. This is Srikant. I'm signing off. Let us catch up in the evening for the evening market podcast. Goodbye.